Hello, my name is Luis Torres, and I've been a targeted individual for about 5 years. Um, Today, I wanted to talk about stage five, my favorite. I love stage five. Stage five is when the secrets of the world is revealed to you. Like, I know that not many people are gonna watch this video who are not targeted individuals, but I want to share some secrets with you. I want you to know how special you are in stage five. And for those who are in stage one, two, three, and four, this will probably help them out get to stage five a lot quicker. I'm here to push you forward. I'm not going to leave you stagnant. But back to what I was saying, the universe, for those who actually believe in the universe and are atheists, has given you abilities. For those who believe in religion, God has given you these abilities, and I'll explain. Gang stalkers, I mean, gang stalking victims have the ability, I call it true sight, the ability to see these spiritual entities in people and watch them maneuver. V2K victims have the ability to telepathically communicate with these entities. For those who go through do weapons or through the whole do weapon torture, you have the ability to feel these entities. God has blessed us with these abilities. You are not a victim. You are a special human being. And you have powers. For those who aren't quite familiar with what I'm talking about, I suggest that you go to Servants Research Ministries channel, and it lets you know just exactly how special that you are, and watch their videos, because that's how I started educating myself and started becoming awakened to this world that I'm in. I had to put in the footwork myself because Servants Research Ministries stopped putting up videos a little while ago, but I've managed to continue where they left off. And I want you to know that you have abilities. You are a superhuman. As hard as that is to believe, you are a human being with special abilities to communicate with the cosmos, in order to communicate with entities that people can't normally communicate with. It's like you're a walking Ouija board. That's exactly what it's like. You're a walking Ouija board. And in order for you to understand exactly where these abilities came from, you have to be able to be connected to source, to the source of life. He already unveiled you and let you know what's going on in the world and let you know that these entities exist. Um, the true nature of the attacks. I want you to envision a dog, a wild dog, a dog that has never been around humans or never interacted, not been around humans, been around humans, but never interacted with humans. Um, and they finally interact with humans. They're not going to be very accepting. Not a wild dog, not a wild dog. So these entities are wild dogs, and they have never, ever in our lives, have ever, in their lives, have ever communicated with us on a level that we've been communicating with. So we pose a threat to them, and they want to eliminate us because they want to go back to the way that they were living their lives. And then the only way that they can do that is by confronting you with things that you have done in your past, with things that you're doing in the present, with things that you will do in the future, to let you know that they just don't like you because they don't do the things that we do. So they're going to go above and beyond to try to stop us. But what they don't understand is that they were divine before they started. But as they interact with us, they slowly get contaminated with our behavior, with our human-like behaviors, and they start doing these attacks to try to stop us, but they become no better than we are. So I want you to understand that they're only afraid of you A lot more than you are afraid of them. See, because we have heard about the cosmos. We have heard about spirits. We have heard about entities. We have heard about aliens. So we try to prepare ourselves to get ready to communicate with these beings, or get ready to, in case we have to actually acknowledge these human beings in the present life. But now that we're actually communicating with these people, we're so afraid that we don't even know what to do. Just like they're afraid and they don't know what to do. The reason why the rest of the world doesn't know about this is because we'd probably wage war against them. We'd probably kill the entire world trying to kill these people, because everybody would know exactly what they have done to their family members, what they have done to their friends, what they have done to their, significant others, with their spouse, with their own lives. They're afraid. So you have to let them know that I pose no threat to you. I just want to communicate with you. It's not my fault I couldn't communicate with you. I couldn't communicate with you before. I didn't see you before. I didn't feel you before. But now that God has granted us the ability to communicate, to explore a new way of world, it's called the evolution of man. Every man at this present moment has always wondered, if man evolved, how come we stopped evolving? Well, it's time for us to re-evolve and to continue to evolve. So now that the 144,000, which are the chosen people in the book of Revelations that are being awakened and being awakened to their abilities and what they're capable of doing, we are going to be the ones to save the world. The targeted individual community is going to be the ones to save the world from sure destruction. Because now that these individuals know that these individuals know that we can communicate, that we can see them, that we can feel them, that we know that they're in existence, we see them as a threat because they come off as a threat. But in reality, they're just scared. They don't know no better. They're just scared. They want to live their life in peace where they're not communicating with you and they're just watching you. They're called the watchers for a reason. They communicate with themselves and watch you live your life. They've been there since day one. They know exactly who you are. They've seen you grow up. These individuals, this hasn't just started when you started hearing them, seeing them, or feeling them. They've been around for centuries. They've been around for millenniums. But we couldn't see them. We couldn't hear them. Only select few, only the select chosen were capable of seeing them, hearing them, and feeling them. But now that you have been given the ability to hear them, see them, and feel them, you're either going to go to war with these things to try to stop them, or you're going to convince them to live life in peace and harmony with human beings. Because these beings are capable of doing just that. But they see us as insignificant others because the human behavior has only dictated to them that we're savages. So know that you have a gift. What are you going to do with that gift now that you see them? What are you going to do with that gift now that you hear them? What are you going to do with that gift now that you feel them? You going to go to war? Are you going to be in total denial just like they are? Or are you going to grow above what they're trying to do and welcome them into your world in a positive way to let them know you don't have to be afraid of me. You don't have to attack me. I'm not going to attack you. I don't know where you are. I don't see you, but I know that you're capable of doing good things. If you as a targeted individual are capable of being a good human being, what makes you think that anybody else is less of a human being because now that you're capable of being a human being, or that you were a good human being? They're afraid, and they don't even know how to deal with it. Man fears what he can't conquer. Just like these individuals fear what they can't conquer. They can't conquer us, so they fear us, so they're going to attack us. Understand that they have done the first blow. That they threw the first blow. And that's how this war started. But there are people like me. There are people like you who are capable of understanding that these individuals are weak-minded. They don't know no better. This is why Jesus said before he died, God forgive them for they not know what they do. He knew who he was talking to. He was talking to those spirits that can see him. They were manipulating people in order to stop him from living his life because they didn't want man to evolve in order to see them, in order to feel them, in order to hear them. But I think it's time for us to evolve and live life in harmony with these spiritual beings. If I am capable of living life in true righteousness and harmony with my voices, with my gang stalkers, with those spirits who touch me whenever they want to, if I'm capable of living my life in total harmony with these individuals, then I'm sure that you are capable and humankind is capable of evolving enough to the next level where we're going to live our lives with these individuals. And believe me, when they trust us, when they're capable of understanding us, is when they'll show themselves. Because these entities, these individuals, I'll call them individuals because they're individuals. They have personalities, so I'll call them individuals and I'll show them respect. Because that's what they have shown me. At first they didn't, but they had to see that I wasn't a threat. They had to see that my past mistakes were mistakes, and that's all they were. And just like they're capable of making mistakes, I too am capable of making mistakes. So why not gather together? Just like the community, the targeted individual community has gathered together to fight. We're fighting the wrong fight. We're going to kill ourselves fighting these entities. We don't know what they're capable of doing. They are probably capable of stopping our hearts whenever they want. But they're not doing that. You know? So it's to the level where you have to grow and have to become bigger, better with these powers that God has blessed you with. Are you going to be a burden to his plan, or you're going to be a gift or a blessing to his plan? Find a way. You want something hard to do? Find a way to communicate with these beings and let them know that you don't pose a threat, that you apologize for everything that you have done in the past that they had to have witnessed in your life. They had to witness me stabbing my brother, making fights, selling drugs, doing everything. But just like they had to witness everything that I did negative, they had to witness everything that I did positive. So it's a yin-yang effect. When I'm negative, I have a little bit of positive. When I'm positive, I have a little bit of negative. So they're capable of understanding that. I merged with my voices and became a better human being and became a greater human being in order to evolve myself. I am an individual who has evolved and raised my vibration to the highest of forms, where I am capable of living in synergy with these individuals. And I'm trying to help you out to let you know that you have nothing to fear. And just like you can hear me, they can hear me too. So I'm communicating with them as well, because they can hear what you hear, see what you see, and feel what you feel. This mark on my face, I didn't have before I got targeted. This mark on my face is something that I evolved into. It's the seal that God has placed on my forehead. It's just visible for the rest of the people to see. God has placed a seal in your forehead. Just like in the book of Revelations, all the 144,000 have a seal that God has placed before them. And Jesus Christ wants to protect the 144,000 because they are the ones who's going to save humanity. So you're either going to be a warrior the way that Jesus wants you to be a warrior, and it ain't time to fight yet. Jesus ain't here yet with the army. So who are you to fight back? It's not time to fight. It's time to understand. It's time to grow. Because if you're stuck in a physical realm, then you'll never be able to pass over to the next realm. You'll probably be stuck here. You probably won't be raptured. My family is starting to hear voices now. My sister said, I'm hearing voices now. I said, well, what did they say? And she said, well, they told me that... Close that door. She said, well, they told me, prepare your family for destruction. So that means that they're giving us messages, and my sister's probably one of the holiest people in my family that I have ever known. And they told her, prepare your family for destruction, which is a warning. Prepare your family. They didn't say we're going to destroy you. They said prepare your family for destruction. To get ready for the end of times. This is the end of times. God has already revealed the 144,000. And God has already revealed that these entities exist. So are we going to be at peace and evolve, or are we going to go to war? Because when we go to war, we're going to have casualties. And you could be one of the casualties. I could be one of the casualties. So why not come to agreement that we're either going to, well, listen, we're either going to stop talking to you guys and stop communicating and de-evolve, or we're going to evolve and we're going to be living hand in hand. Animals live hand in hand with us. Oh, by the way, this is what my voices say. They do not like that we eat animals at all. They said that that is pure disgusting, that we are treating God's animals in that manner, that we're growing them in farms, that we're raising them just to kill them, and we're treating them like crap. So that's just to give you an idea of how intellectual my voices are and how empathetic, to be an empath, to understand that they understand and feel for little things that we find insignificant as animals. So if they're capable of that love for things that we find insignificant, then who are we to find these insignificant things unlovable or to be uncared for? So grow with me and become part of what I am, to understand, to comprehend, to help mend the world the way that it needs to be mended, because this world needs to be mended, not to be destroyed. Because we're either going to destroy it to kill them, or they're going to destroy it to kill us. Ladies and gentlemen, the war has been waged. What side are you on? My name is thos, and I've been a targeted individual for 5 years. This is stage 5. It's time for you to wake up and see that you actually are a superhuman with metagenes. That you have been given a gift by God. Don't wage war against things that you do not know. Try to help them understand, comprehend, and mend what we have broken. Because we have broken communication with these beings for a really long time, and they're trying to help us evolve, but they're doing it the wrong way, because they're so used to us being a letdown that they're like sick and tired of us letting them down. So vibrate with me and grow. God bless you guys. Assalamu alaikum, shalom, and God bless.